going on, everybody? Anthony Alfredo here. Another new video for you guys today. And today I want to talk about balancing college with a full-time career path or job you may have. Obviously, this is aimed towards people in school that have a full-time job, whether it's high school or college. For me, from my experience, I'm a full-time college student while pursuing a career in NASCAR. I currently compete in the NASCAR Can-Am Pro Series, and my ultimate goal is to be a future Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series champion. So I currently race in the touring series, but one day I hope to race in the national level. And I've learned a lot about balancing college and that. It's been quite the struggle, or it's been very difficult. I've learned a lot from it, and I definitely am actually grateful for the opportunity I've had, because not only am I fortunate to pursue a career, my passion, but your education is a privilege as well, and I've learned that. So I've been trying to make the most of both of them, and I want to help anyone else who may be going through the same thing, whether you just work a regular job or you're doing an internship while in school, and or anything else. So hopefully this helps you, and you share this with your friends or anybody else you know who may be going through this, and I could help them, because that's why I'm making this video. I've pretty much broken it down into 5 steps as far as how to balance your work with your education. Step number 1 is to prioritize. A lot of these are going to tie back into my tips for succeeding in your freshman year of college that I made the other day, but this is these are similar steps, but they're going to be broken down in a different way, and obviously there's a few more steps. So first is prioritization, and it's going to be crucial to prioritize your work and your education, because sometimes you're going to have to prioritize work, but at other times you're going to have to prioritize your education. So whether you have to get a shift off and have someone cover for you in order to finish a really important assignment, or maybe you have the opportunity to cover for someone because you got ahead on schoolwork and you can make that time back at work and get paid extra that week or something. Maybe you're working overtime. So definitely gonna have to do that. For me personally, it was obviously I couldn't sacrifice any time for my career path, because when I had to practice, I had to practice. When we had our race weekend, I had to travel and get to the racetrack and do our thing at the racetrack. So I didn't have that opportunity, but I mainly just tried to stay ahead and stay on top of my schoolwork, get done whatever I could, and get ahead while I could. And that brings me to step number 2, which is time management. You're really going to want to prioritize. You're really going to want to be nitpicky with your time and how you spend it, because ideally you're going to want to spend most of your time getting your schoolwork done and getting ahead, because you know your work hours, and you got to have those set in stone ahead of time and kind of schedule your schoolwork around it when you're going to get your assignments done and such. So that's going to be very important as well. The third step, which also ties into both of those first 2 steps, is organization. You're really going to want to be organized, because it's going to help you stay on track and get stuff done. And while you're balancing those 2 things, sometimes you get so stressed out, you start getting messy, you start forgetting stuff. So maybe making lists to not forget things and get stuff done, and you can just cross them off as you go. I do that every day. And keeping track of what schoolwork is due when, and when you're going to be working. So sometimes you're working on the day an assignment is due, right? So you're not going to be able to work on it on the last day if it's due that night at midnight. You're going to want to obviously finish it the day before at the very least. Step 4 is think long term. It's really easy to get caught up in the moment, and I'm not saying to worry about I'm not saying to worry about the future so much, because it's definitely important to focus on the task at hand and just take it one step at a time. But what I mean by thinking long term is thinking about the end result, how your education is going to benefit you in the future, how even though it's difficult to have a job and be a full-time college student, your job's going to help you, because you're going to have money saved up you can spend. You can pay for your education, you can pay for personal things once in a while, or maybe treat yourself to going out to dinner or going out with some friends and hanging out and such. So definitely think about the long-term benefits of both your education and your job or career. Lastly, leave time for you. This is something that I really learned my first year of college. I'm going into my sophomore year next year and finish my freshman year up, and learned a lot. And I think the biggest thing was about leaving time for me, because when I started off, not only was I so stressed, but I had so much work that I almost didn't even have time to be stressed with all the work and the the busyness of my race schedule and traveling and having to practice and train in the gym and all that. So I was always doing something that revolved around one or the other, either my education or my career. And my career is a privilege, honestly. I'm pursuing a career, my passion, and I couldn't be more thankful for that. So that's a little bit easier to focus on and get work done that pertains to it. But it's education, even though that's a privilege, sometimes we take that for granted and it's hard to get yourself to get stuff done. So you need to focus on the task at hand, and just remember that trying to just be all in all the time isn't really healthy. I mean, you need time just to sit back, relax, try to clear your mind, and honestly, doing that has helped me succeed more in both my career field and my career path and my education, because I was almost doing work all the time that I was just my brain felt like it would get tired. I was doing so much schoolwork, I was staying up so late, getting up extra early to get more assignments done, and I just honestly started to my thought process wasn't as well. I was forgetting things, not getting stuff done when I thought I was. So I just focused on getting more rest, maybe just hanging out, watching some TV, clearing my thoughts, or doing some things I enjoy, which for me is going to the gym. That's one of them. So at least it's a healthy alternative, and you get clear thoughts, and then next thing you know, you can knock out work in a short amount of time because your head's clear and you can really buckle down and focus on it. That's pretty much the 5 steps. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I was clear enough on all those things. And I'm not sure if it's going to help you or not. I feel like it will, and I wanted to make this video to help people. So I hope you enjoyed, and it does help you. You can apply it whether you're a high school student, college student, or who knows who this could reach. But once again, I appreciate all of your support, and please like, subscribe, comment ideas you have for future videos. I've been doing these helpful tip ones lately that I've been enjoying doing, and I hope they help people. So please share with anyone that you know who could use this and this could be useful to. And thanks again for watching. So don't forget to click that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you all later. Thank you.